All right, what's going on, guys? So this video is going to be an updated version of Tradingview, and the reason why I'm doing this is because Tradingview came up with a lot of updates. You know, some of them was a little drastic, others weren't as much. But I just want to give you guys a quick update on the actual updates that were given. And besides just the updates, I'm just going to give you a rundown of Tradingview overall. So pretty much Tradingview, this is going to be how to simplify Tradingview, how to use Tradingview, and the great thing about Tradingview that difference from other platforms is that it's not just limited to being a forex trader. Like again, once you open up TradingView, it's gonna look just like this. You're gonna see your Apple stock chart now, and that's what I just said. So you can have like day traders, they use this. Whether they're stock traders, with forex traders, commodities, regardless of the field that you're in, TradingView has that pair on here. So that's what I really love about it. It's not just limited to just one actual financial lane of trading. And then another thing too, yeah, as I said, you can customize TradingView like any possible way you can, like literally to the T. And I'm going to show you guys how to customize everything, even the little shortcuts that TradingView allows you to do. So I'm trying to make this video as quick as possible. Now, for starters, when you open up TradingView, yeah, you're gonna have your free platform. Now you have the free or the you have the free or the pro. I think the pro is like $10 a month, or you can pay like a year's membership, like I think like two something. I actually recommend that you get the pro version. I have Pro Plus. You don't have to get Pro Plus. I know it's more expensive, but the reason why I recommend you get the pro because again, it's a business and you want to treat it as such. I mean, it's like I think it's not 10. I think after tax like $14 or 15. It's one of the two. Yeah, but yeah, when you get it, what you want to do is why you should get it? Yeah, for starters, the pop up and ads and all that. Like I think a lot of times the pop ups over here, that's out the window, so you don't have to worry about that. To me, that gets very annoying, and that's how they get you. Like whenever pop ups and everything, you got to pay for it to take it off. It's crazy, but hey, capitalism. Besides that, what you want to do is, I know what another reason why you want to get it, take off that, and then you have alerts. Like alerts are very important, especially like if you're busy throughout your day doing your life and living your life. You're not gonna always be on your computer or your phone. However, you can have alerts set to your phone. You got multiple alerts set to your phone. More using the pro version, and then also like when you're back testing the replay button. I'll show you guys that later. The replay button, you're able to customize it and not customize. You're able to do things more with the pro version than you are with the basics. So that's really the reason why I want you guys to go about getting the pro. Now, we're gonna get off of stocks. Let's pull up a pair real quick. Oops. All right, now for starters, before we actually move forward with a pair, and the reason I'm putting up a pair because I'm teaching you guys forex, not stocks. The reason why, oh yeah, so looking at this right here, now this is USD JPY. However, you see so many examples of USD JPY. You see FXCM, you see OANDA, you see Forex.com, Forex ICE. Now, the reason why you see so many examples is because TradingView is broker friendly. So let's say like on MetaTrader 4, it may not be the exact movement of it. Like let me just pull up pair real quick. No, it's not needed. Yeah, it's not needed. That's not needed. Now this chart right here is FXCM. If we pull up OANDA, it differs a little bit. Like the price TradingView is specific with price action. So depending on your broker, you need to find out the exact pip movement that it's at, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to be, let's say, on FXCM and then on let's say your broker, like if you use Hugo's use FXCM. If you have a Hugo's and now you've gone to OANDA on your TradingView, and let's say you're off by like 3 pips, that 3 pip difference, that could be the difference of you making like $0 and $30 depending on your lot size. So you don't actually want to go and doing that. What you want to do is just go to your broker, go to MT4, and just find out which pair goes along with your actual chart. Like which one is it? Is it FXCM? Is it OANDA? Forex.com? So that's what you want to do. Now, for starters, you can customize everything. When it comes up, you're gonna see like this down here as well as like flags. The flags are just news events. I mean, I have it taken off, but the flags are news events. What you can do, you can just right click it and have it removed if you don't want those news events on your chart. Here's the volume. You can do the same exact thing. When we go about doing, you can exit it over here. You can click this, which is the eye, which is like you just takes it off. But if you don't want any screen at all, just right click it and go remove, and it's just not up there no more. So that's the first customization that we're going to go with TradingView. Now the second thing we're going to do is I really just want to talk to you guys about the chart. Then we're going to go up here, then go to the left side, and then finally end up with the right. Now, for starters, you can customize every little thing with TradingView. Now, one way you can go about doing it is you can just right-click it. Like, let's say you want to change the color. Like, I know a lot of people, they don't like the white background. They don't like the green and red candlestick. They want to change the color. What you can do, you can double-click it. So you can pretty much double-click anything. Or you can go to the top, and it says the settings, or I believe that's like a settings logo. What is that, Rich? Anyway, I think like I said, yeah, that's like the universal settings logo. You can click the universal settings logo, and it's going to bring you up to this. Now, as I said, you customize everything. So let's say you go to symbol. If you want a different candlesticks, let's say for the bullish, you want to do, let's say blue, and for the bearish, you want to do, let's say orange. You can have that as such as well. You can also change the borders of it. The borders like literally what borders the actual candle. If you want to do like for this one, let's say we go a little darker, so we use dark blue, and for this one, we did orange before. So we'll keep so we'll keep that like that. So you can do that. Same thing with the wicks. If you want to change the wicks color, you can do that. If you want to make it darker, make it transparent so you don't see it at all. If you don't want the wicks on your chart, you can do that. I don't recommend that. Yeah, if you want it darker, for this one, we'll leave it like that. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. This video. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. All right. Another thing too, last value line. Now the last value line is literally it's just current price. So if you can have that taken off if you want, but that's current price we're showing. You can change that color as well. It doesn't have to be the same color. You can do any color you want to. I'm actually gonna stay with orange for this video. What else? Do you really need to worry about this? I don't really know. This is not really important. This all isn't important. What is important is your time zone. So depending on what time zone you're in right now, you want to make sure that that time zone adds on your trading chart, your TradingView chart as well. Why? Because one thing you do, you can mess yourself up by, let's say you're trading, and your chart is the New York's chart, and then like you're in like Asia right now. That's not the same exact time zone. I believe it's 11-hour difference. So little things like that can really mess you up. So you want to make sure that wherever time zone you're at, TradingView is also on that. Next one is status line. You don't need to worry about this. Next one is scales. You don't even really need to worry about this. You can just like go to see, like just check to see how it looks. Like a simple last scale, the same exact one I showed before. That's just like where the actual price is at. You really want to like show that there. You guys see it. Simple. It's just the last value. Last value means like current price or the last exact price. And then another thing too, a countdown to bar close. I recommend you have this. You see where it says 50 minutes left. Now all it's showing is that we have 50 minutes left in 2 seconds before that candle closes. Now if you don't want that there, which I highly suggest you should, it helps out with the back test, helps out when you're trading as well. I would think you should just keep it there. Appearance. Now this is what I was talking about. A lot of people don't like the white background. That's okay. You can change it. You can do red or pink, whatever. It's like pink is red. You can do white. You can do black. You can do gray, green. You guys can adjust it. You can literally customize it to how you want. Vertical lines, the same exact thing. If you don't want the vertical line shown, you can change it. Well, first you can change the color. If you don't want it shown, what you want to do, this goes with pretty much everything when it comes to the colorization of it. You can just drag it and make it less transparent. You make it less transparent, it's not going to show on your chart. So that's like a little hint for you guys. Session breaks. Session breaks just show like what the actual session is. It's not needed, but if you are a trader who wants to know like okay, when is the session ending? When is the next session beginning? You can use this to actually indicate where it'll be beneficial and where it shows you where it could be at. Same thing as well. You can have it where it's lines that's broken up by it. You can have it where it's dashed. You can have it where it's dotted. Like it's pretty much anything you can do with it. Scales text. What I like about scales text is that let's say you have like a small computer and you really want to look at this is a scale, guys. So if you have a small computer and like you really want it to like pop out, you can do as much as like 40, which is like you don't really need that you don't need to be that big. But let's say it was also preference. So it's really how you want to go about doing it, how big you want it. And you can have it as such. Scales lines, same exact thing, guys. It's the actual scale line of it. So if you don't want that shown, well, you can change the color first. You can do white. You can do red. So you guys see the scale line, which is right there, the border of it. Again, that's also preference. Um, I'll go with this one for now, this video. Crosshair is this. I recommend Crosshair. We'll get to why I recommend that, but if you want to change the color of that, you can as well. You can change it to, like, if you want to do red, you can change it to red. If you wanted the line, just a straight line. If you wanted a dash line, if you want to dot it, yeah, you can do that. Watermark is this feature right here. If you're like unaware of what chart you're on, you can just go to your watermark, and again, you can make it less transparent. So it just shows you. You can change that color as well, guys. It just shows you exactly like what pair you're on and the color of it. So that's really what that does. Sounds cool. All right, so that's watermark. You don't really need to know about this stuff here. This isn't really important. Same thing with events. It's not really important as well. So, oops. Before you click OK, what you can do is actually save it. You can save everything, guys. That's another way how you can customize as well. So you can go to template, and if you want to save as, you just save as and just put the name of it. And let's say you put like name, and then you just save it as such. And that's a good way for you to save your chart and save all your everything that's on your chart. So whenever you like exit and come back to it, all your data will not be erased. So that's the actual chart of it. Now let's go to this section up here. Now, first we're going to start with USD JPY. If you want to go to a different chart, you can do that by coming up to this section here, and you just type in different pair. Let's see. So you do EUR USD, which is Euro USD. Guys, same exact thing. Find out which chart goes with your broker, and just click it. A shortcut. Let's say if you don't want to do that. Let's say if you like, you don't want to move the mouse up there, you're kind of a little lazy. What you can do, you can just like make sure you're on the chart, make sure the chart is clicked, and just type it in, EUR USD. You do that, and it comes up. The next thing we have are time frames. Now, the time frame that I have here is 15 to 1 hour, 4 hour, and a daily. The reason why it's like this is because I like to customize it. These are I favorite these because these are the ones that I use the most. I use the 15 minutes, so that's why the star right there. I use the 1 hour, I use the 4 hour, I use the daily. I use the weekly, but it's not like favorite because I only look at the weekly, when it came to close, like more towards like Thursday, Friday. I'll look at the week. So you can change it as such, guys. Another thing too, if you don't want to go up here to change the time frames, what you can do, same exact thing. What you can do is this: you just type it in. So let's say if we want to go to the 4 hour, we'll type in 4H. 4H is for 4 hour, and bring us to the 4 hour. If you're going to go to the daily, we type in 1D, and that's for daily. If you do just single digits, it will just come to the minute, like one. So this time we do 1 minute. If I do 25, it'll bring me to 25 minutes. So that means that each candle is 25 minutes. What else? Oh, if you want to do weekly, you do 1W per week. If you want to do, let's say 270 minutes, you can do that as well. I mean, it's preference, guys. Pretty much, what do you want to do, and what are you looking for on the chart? What's next? Oh, so this is the next one. Now, this is the actual candlesticks. Now, the chart that we see here is candlesticks. We're going to go to line chart. We can go to line chart here. Again, the same way you can customize candlestick chart, you can customize your line chart. What you do is you double click. You double click, you can change the color of it. Let's say you want a different color. Let's say I want red. And then also you can change the thickness of the line. If you want to like less transparent, you like that much. That's okay. But yeah, you can I forgot. You can change it. Like also like how you actually want to go about it. Just remember, like everything you do, you can save that as well. So just like remember that. But another thing too, like the drop down menu, I like to use candlesticks. I like to use line charts. That's the reason why I have those highlighted. You can use anything else. If you want to use Hikinashi, you can do that. If you want to do wrinkles, you can do that. Like it's, again, guys, all preference on what you want to use as a trader. But I use line charts and I use candlesticks. So that's the reason why these are highlighted. Damn, that's a huge job. That did not hold. That did not hold. Next thing is up is compare. What you can do is you can compare, like these is comparing charts. If you want to compare the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, you can do that as well. If you want to compare this to the Nikkei 225, you can do that. Actually, USD, JPY, and the Nikkei 225, those are comparisons. So when you're trading those pairs, that's something to look for. Next up is indicators. Same exact thing, guys. You can favorite anything. So let's say you have an indicator that you want to use. Let's say like you want to use, all right, so multi-time period charts, if you want to use that. Now, what that does, it just shows like the entire day, how that day closed. Actually, this is better. Yeah, so it shows you how that exact day closed. And this day closed bullish. Those are the low of the day. Let me get to this part. This is the low of the day. This is the high of the day. And then again, it closed bullish. This closed bullish, bullish. This was bearish. This is the high of the day. This is the low of the day. However, it closed bearish. Why? Because it closed lower than the previous day. The previous day closed right here. This day closed right here. That makes it bearish. Templates. If you guys want these templates here, you can put these templates up. If you want to create your own template and save it, you can do the same exact thing. Oh yeah, with indicators, you can just like, let's say if this is my favorite. So I'm gonna favor this one, I'm gonna favor this one, I'm gonna favor this one, I'm gonna favor this one. These are all my favorites. So when I go back to indicators, it will be up there. But these aren't my favorites because I don't use them. Alerts. Now alerts are very important. Again, as I was saying too, like you're not gonna always be on your computer. You know, a lot of times, let's say if price is in a crazy uptrend and you know that's gonna hit your entry point to get back into it. What you want to do is put an alert. You know, let's say you can put when it's crossing it, you can put when it's less than, greater than, entering a channel, anything you want to do, you can put that and have that created. And then from there, what you also going to do is just put the actual price of it. So the price is going to come up. If you want to have it just once every time, how long you want to have it up for. And then also like this message will come to you, you know, if you have it sent as an email or you have your number. So let's say I want to put my entry is here. You know, you can put that. You can put my stop loss was it, which we don't like that. Let's put my take profit was it. And LOL. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, you can do that. That's beneficial for you. Replay. Now, replay. What I like about replay is it literally. Let's use the hour. Otherwise, it's still here. Let's take that off. Now with replay, you can go back to like anywhere, and what it does is replays the chart, and it goes from that point and on forward. Now we're gonna stop it right here. So what it does. Now I didn't play it yet. You can put a speed, how fast you want, like every 3 seconds, every 2 seconds. For this video, I'll do it every. I'll do it every 2 seconds, just to show you guys how replay works. Now replay is great, so you want to understand, why did I lose that trade? You know, why did I win that? No, why did I lose that trade? So let's think of why I lost that trade. So it just shows you. So it's in, now we just played it. So every 2 seconds, it's going to show you how that candle closed. So again, that's, guys, wait for the candle to close. This is great because when you, again, as I said, when you're just looking to see like, where did you go wrong at? You know, this is showing you where you went wrong. So this is replay is a great feature for you to have and use. I'm not sure you can do it on the free. I think on the pro version, that's where the replay starts, but it's beneficial. Now that's this part. Oh, another thing over here. So select layout. You can have like different charts up here as well. You don't always have to have like different monitors. I know a lot of people have that, but it's not really needed. You know, if you want to look at different time frames, you can look at, let's say you want to look at the 4 hour on this one. And on this side here, you want to look at the 1 hour, you can do that. If you want to have a different pair up, you can do the same exact thing. Just make sure you click to where you're at. So let's say I want to look at USD JPY. This thing has skyrocketed today. Yeah, that was a nice move. Okay, there we go. Got that movement going in. All right, yeah, you can do this. You can look at either pair. If you want to have it one on top of each other, you can do that. If you want to have multiple ones, I'm not sure the paid version, the free version allows you to have like 4 at a time, but just like MT4, you can have 4 charts up at a time. And you can change it. You can use different pairs as well. Unnamed, again, this is an unnamed chart, but if I want to save it, I would save now, and then I can change the name of it, but I'm not going to do that. This is the universal law or universal icon for settings. This is full screen mode, which you take out everything and go to full screen. If you want to exit it, Just exit. Um, Screenshot. So screenshot does, if you want to save your work, let's say like you just love your chart, you want to showcase your work you're doing, or you want somebody to critique you because again we're looking to get better as a trader. Save image, and it pulls up another tab. You just right click it and just save image. You can do that. If you want to just copy the link, you can copy it, and then you go to another chart, pull it up, and it's going to be that same exact markup on whatever time you have had it up there. Like as you can see, it shows the time, the date. So that's a good feature to have. Publish. If you want to publish your idea, you can do that. Which it's cool to really get yourself out there. You know, with the trading world, you don't have to do it. I think I posted like 3 times. You know, I had this for 3.5 years. So that's also preference. You don't have to do that, but it's beneficial if you want to get yourself out there in the trading world. Now we're gonna go to the left side. Okay, so on the left side, if you click this here, you have who you're logged in at. This is myself. You know, it has all your info there. Now this is pretty much like how you're gonna go about and moving the mouse. Like you have your cross, you have your dot, your arrow, and your eraser. Now these are what I use. I don't use the dot. I use the cross. I use the arrow. I use the eraser. So what that does, again, now guys, so what it does is it creates a favorites tool for you. Now you know how you have a favorites feature, you have a favorites tool. Now the favorites tool, I have it hidden right now. If I click it, it's gonna pop back up. This is beneficial because what it does, instead of you, like let's say you don't want to go over here to click cross. You don't want to do that. What you can do is go to your favorite toolbar and click cross, and now you have a cross. If you go back to the mouse, now you have a mouse. So it makes it beneficial when you're maneuvering and you just don't want to go all the way over here. And another thing I like about this is that you can just drag it and just move it to where you want to move it to. I usually like to keep it like down here. Why? Because it's not showing, it's not taking away from my scale, which is at the bottom, showing me, you know, where time is at. And then other times, if I just want it not there at all, I'm just like hit it, hide it. Next one is this is the tools bar. This tools bar here is pretty much where your trend lines are, horizontal rays, your arrows, your parallel channels. All this is very important. Now, oh yeah, that's one thing. You can literally customize the trend lines as well. If you want to, like, let's say you want to do this. One thing, you want to make sure that your magnitude is on. Why? Because it just goes like just to the next wick. So you don't have to like play guessing game. It goes right to it. So that's why you want to do that. You take the magnitude off because sometimes it will get annoying. Let's say you want your trend line, like let's say we're doing, that's an ugly trend line. That's ugly. That's ugly too. All right, that's not important. What you can do, you can double click. You can show your visibility. Let's say if you only want it on the, let's say you don't want it, what is this, a 4 hour? You don't want it on a minute. You only want it on the hour, right? Let's say you only want it on the 4 hours. So you make sure it goes to 4. And you would take this away. So you only want it on the 4 hour. So it'll be only on a 4 hour. If you don't want it on a day, you don't want it on a week, and let's say you keep it as such, right? So let's say if you go to another time frame, like the 1 hour, it's not going to be there. If you go to the daily, it's not going to be there. But if you go back to the 4 hour, it will be there. Oh, that's actually a great thing that just happened. So when you go to a lower time frame to a higher time frame, it will look like this. And you're like, wow, how do I fix it? One thing you can do, you can try to fix the scale. You know, you can move the scale up and down. But a quick thing for you to do, if you have a Mac, you're going to click Option and R. If you have Windows, you're going to hit Alt and R. So hit Alt R and just resets the chart. That's like a little shortcut. Yeah, so those are trend lines. What's next? This tool right here is just like, you see a pitchfork. On this pitchfork, you have like your fibs. There's Fibonacci everything. Like there's Fibonacci circles. There's Fibonacci, which is it's bizarre. It actually, if you know how to use it, it works with fibs. But I mean, it's Fibonacci everything. Literally, it's Fibonacci channels, Fibonacci time. Which let me just show you guys like the stuff this has. It's kind of crazy, but it works. You know, some trader found a way to make it work, and that's the reason why Tradingview has it. But again, you can customize this as well. I don't want to show this one. I want to actually do a fib that you guys will actually use. So let's go to retracement. Let's say if you have this up here, you can customize this. So what you can do is you can just double click, and then it'll bring this up. Same thing, guys. If you want this to, like, because it's a higher time frame. Well, let's say if we're on a 4 hour or let's say we're on an hour, right? We're on an hour right now, and we have a fib. So this hour fib right here, we obviously don't want this hour fib on a higher time frame because it's a minor fib. In a higher time frame would be major, so we don't want that. So what we can do is we can just double click or right click. We can go to hours. If we only want it on an hour time frame, we type in 1, and then it'll only be on an hour time frame. If you want it on minutes, you can have it there. If you don't, you can take it off. Don't want it on days, click that as well. And again, so when you go to another time frame, it won't be there. That's very beneficial so you don't get mixed up. Another thing too, that's what I want to say. You double click it, you go to you go to style. Now style is beneficial because I think in the beginning it would be like a crazy color, like it's all over the place. But you don't want that. You can have it in which you can just change it to not transparent, like you use one color and just not make it transparent. Make it transparent so it's like not there because all you really need to do is worry about where the lines are. You can worry about the levels, the prices, the percentages. I like to have it on the right side, and the reason why because prices going into the future. I know some people have it they have it on the left, but I mean to me it doesn't make sense because price doesn't go backwards. Price, you look left to go right, but price moves into the future. So because of that, I like to have it on the right. Again, you can customize the colors, and also you can save it. You can save everything, guys, and that's beneficial. So let's say if you open up other multiple charts and you don't want to change what you have, you can just, or you don't want to do it all over. You just save it and just load it up, and it just goes right back to it. What's next? What's next? What's next? This is a brush. So this brush is if you just want to use it. I mean, some people like to use it. I have it up there, my favorite tool. Actually, I don't know why it's still there. I really don't use it. But yeah, if you want to use a brush, you can do that. The rectangle is great for zones. It's great to have. You can customize this as well. You would double click it and customize. You can change the border, you can change the background. You can change the coordinates, the visibility. If you're trying a little trick too, if you're trying to make it go into the future, just make sure it's 4 digits and it goes straight into the future. If you want it to the past, it would be negative, and it will be to the past. But yeah, if you just make sure it's 4 digits and you just go straight to the future. So you have the whole thing in the future and the past. That's a little shortcut with that. Now, you see how I have it in which not my charts. My candlesticks are in front of it. What you can do is you can actually right click it. You can go to visual order, you can put bring to front. So it's actually in front of the candles. You can go to visual order, you can do send to back. So it's going to be in back of the candles. That makes it so it never gets stuck and you won't mess yourself up when it comes to your actual zone. What's also in the zone, I mean, triangles, ellipse, all these things. Is it ellipse? Ellipse. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I don't use any of these things. I do use the ellipse, which I feel is beneficial. If you want to do something like this. Again, guys, you can customize this as well. You can change the visibility where you want to show on that. What's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, so this pattern, no, that's not next. Text is next. So this feature with a T is that's text. I use text a lot. I use the call out. I use price level. These are things that I use. So, that's really why I have it in my favorites toolbar, which I don't need to have that right now. So if you want to have a text, if you just want to say, you can say anything like this. This is great. Great video. This is a great video. You can change the color of this. You can change the size of it, how large you want to put it. You can put it where you want it at. This is beneficial for like you're just showcasing things, which is great for you to do. What else is up here? Your call out. This is good for controlling candles. Let's say this is a controlling candle. So we write controlling or CC. CC controlling candle. So you know that that's your controlling candle. Another thing you can call out price level. So what it just shows the current price. Let's say if you don't want to look over here, it just shows you the current price at. So let's say right there. So this is 1.12338. So that's the current price of that one. Another thing you can do with that. Oh yeah, the arrows. If you want to label something, so let's say like this. You can change the text, so you know exactly what that there's for. What's next? This one here is for harmonics and the LED waves. I don't teach that, so I'm not gonna go over this. Like especially head and shoulders too. I don't really. Well, I do teach head and shoulders, but head and shoulders is just a structure better. Um, but yeah, if you want to use this as well, like it helps you out with connecting it. So let's say like it would like let's say we do this. This is not head and shoulders, guys. I'm just showing you how it would be, and it may just make sure so you know it's correct. Like it has to line up to be head and shoulders. Let's say we do that. It has to line up. So that shows you what a head and shoulders is. If it doesn't line up, it's not a head and shoulders. So let's say like, a lot of people get that confused, like, hey, it's gonna be head and shoulders. No, it's not. Even if it's inverted, it just helps you out. I guess we don't see anything. Wow. Never see nothing. So yeah, so that helps you out with it. Now this right under you have your long position, your short position. If you're trying to go long and like right before you execute it, what you can do is like you have like it just helps you out with the risk to reward ratio you're gonna have. Let's say like the target is, well, let's say we had it right here, right? Entry was right there, right under it, and it just shows you risk to reward. Like it just shows you the stop loss, the amount, risk to reward, which is that's actually that's good. That's I mean obviously it's good, but it just shows you how much you're risking and how much your risk reward. You can also customize this. If you don't want this green and red color, you can change those colors. Your coordinates of it for where your entry is at, your stop loss, how much your stop loss would be. Like this was only what 5 pips. Yeah, it was a 5 pip stop loss. Yeah, you can have that there. So these are things that are all beneficial for you. Same thing with the short position. You're going to go short. Same exact thing. Let's say we showed it right here. Take profit was down there. That's your short. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, data range and price range. These are important. Your price range report just shows you like the price range of the actual chart, like how many pips it is, which is good. Like so, this whole thing here, like from let me actually do this wick, from this wick to this wick here. This was 63 pips. So an easy way to go about doing it is divide it by 10. Like it's right here. You just divide it by 10, and it's 63 pips. What's next over there? Price range of that. Yeah, all that stuff is pretty much what that is. These are like your funny icon and stuff. Like I like to use this, like indicating on certain like a first point, second point. You can also enlarge it. You can like play around with that. If you want to use a different icon, like they have like Facebook is up here. I don't know why. I actually really don't know why this is here, but it is safe. No change the color. You can do that. So it's really just like beneficial with the. I don't know why that's there. I don't. I really don't. A lot of these icons that are here, I don't know. I don't know. I guess people get like they. Well, it's preference. It's preference. Let me just say that. Next one is your roll. So this is the measurement. It shows you like how many bars happen and time took place. Like let's say we start here and we ended right here. So this whole thing was 22 bars, which was 22 hours, which is kind of crazy. But this right here, this whole movement here was 22 hours of movement, which is like wow, But yeah, that's 22 hours. It shows you how many pips was the high of it. That movement, like it was from right here to right there. So the highs was 7 pips, and it shows you that and show you how long it took to get there. That's beneficial. On the zoom in feature, if you just like you click the zoom and it's just like I'm gonna zoom in with this on this part here. So it just shows only that part. If you want to zoom out, you can go and zoom out. Excuse me. The next one is the magnet. Magnet is very important because it's very important, but it also gets like kind of annoying if you're like always in it. But it just shows you like where's the next current price is at. So you don't like you're not just guessing, you know. But it can get like you can make it with a strong magnet. You can make it like it's really, really strong, like just like right there. You can make it weak, but that's the magnet. Drawing tool, no, I'm sorry. Drawing tool is annoying. But let's say if like it's annoying if you don't want to use it no more. So let's say if like I'm doing horizontal lines, I'm doing all these lines, and now I'm done with it. Let's say I want to go to this price over here. Oops, just made another line. So that kind of gets annoying. That's what that is. Lock all drawing tools is beneficial because let's say if you didn't mean to like move this, but you just moved it. If you lock in drawing tools, you can do that, and it won't move. Because that's a drawing tool and it's locked in, so you really just like moving the chart. That's actually beneficial when you're using your iPad. This eye right here just hide all the drawing tools. That's all that's for. Like say we don't want to delete your markup, it just hides it. This right here is the trash can, just removes all of it. Oh, but let's say we did an accident. Let's say we didn't mean to do that. What we'll do is we'll go right up here in the back feature and everything we back up. You can do it as much as you want, but that's really what that's for. We're just gonna get rid of it. So that's the left side. So now to wrap this thing up, let's go to the right side of the chart. Now here on the right side, we have the first we have the watch list. So watch list is beneficial when it comes to your actual pairs. Let's say if you don't want to always type in your pair, what you can do is go to watch list. You can click it, and all you do is just add your favorite pairs that you want up there. Why is it there? I shouldn't be there. This shouldn't be here either. This shouldn't be here. This shouldn't be. That's why. Yeah, I had that up for teaching, but yeah. So let's say your watch list. Let's say you want to put Bitcoin. You go to Bitcoin, all right? Make sure you have the one that you want to use. So now, whenever you want to go to Bitcoin, you have to always type P. You can just click Bitcoin. If you want to do Ripple, you click Ripple. If you want to do US30, you click US30. If you want to do EJ, you click EJ. So it's beneficial for to have these things on your watch list. So just put the charts that you have most up there. Next one's alerts. So whenever you have any alerts, it's going to come on this section over here. That's beneficial. Next one is the data window. Data window just shows like the data of current price where it's at. Like you guys see the open a bit, the high, the close. It's just that actual data of that current pair where you're at. Next up we have the hot list. Hot list is pretty much like it's just what's making the most noise right now. Like right here, there's the U.S. exchanges. You can go ahead and change it to which one you want to. I don't think you guys need this, so you don't have to worry about that. Same thing with this one is the calendar. All calendar is just news events. If you want to look at it, you can do that instead of like going to a website. You can just go say, hey, let me find out when's the next news event for this pair, and just go and it just shows you. July, it shows you all of it. So this is beneficial when it comes to doing that. Your ideas is like what you're gonna publish. Like, oh wow, you got a view. Maybe I should start posting these more. But your ideas is what you want to publish. It'll go up there. Oops. What's next? Oh, so this right here is public chat. If you're trying to like have a public chat with everybody else who's understand like what does this mean? Like this guy has a public chat. LOL. Like you can put whatever you want. If you can also indicate it, like if you want to do forex, stocks, oil, commodities, anything you want. It's here, guys. You gotta search for it and just go into that talk. Obviously crypto is like booming right now. That's the reason why. If you guys see it, like look, it's that's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, that's if you want to do that. Private chats, if you just want to like chat with someone, like this person pretty much is like DM. If you want to DM another trader, say, hey, great markup, when no one else to see, you can just private chat it. Their stream is like this. You have like, yeah, I mean that's what it shows. Notifications if someone like hits you up about it. Same here with this notification. This is like the idea stream is when someone like responds to that notification. It's like when I get a notification about something. This one is order panel. Order panel is beneficial if you have a U.S. broker. If you don't have a U.S. broker, it doesn't make sense to use that because Tradingview allows you to use U.S. brokers. You can't use like overseas brokers with that. So, oops. Yeah, that's just my email. That's okay. DOM, it just shows like if you want to place an entry, like where it'll be at, the limit and so forth, if you like buy and sell. But again, this only works if you have an email, not an email, if you have a U.S. broker. And then that's when it brings you guys down here. So like Taurus.com, Strategy Tester, Pine Editor, Text Notes, and so forth. Actually, speaking of down here, let me exit this out. Exit this. Let me drag it down. I don't need that. Going back to indicators, let's say we have like RSI, and a lot of people like to use RSI if they use indicators. Let's say if you click it, you can also change this as well. So you can have like RSI up here if you want to change the color of it. You guys already know you can double click it. You go to the style and change the color, change the size of it, do the same exact thing. Actually, where's the size? No, that's not it. Yeah, right there. Oh no, that's how do you change the size? Huh. Why did I change that? Oh yeah. So if you want to change it and it just shows like how you want to go about like the thickness of it. So if you want to have it like that, you can do that. So again, that's all just preference. Now let's say if you wanted to look at the RSI, you don't really lift the chart. What you do is just double click and just have this chart up here. It won't have anything else. If you double click again, it goes out of it. Now let's say if you want to get rid of RSI, obviously you guys know you can exit. You can right click it and you just remove it. Or if let's say you don't want to do that, let's say it's too much typing, just go to the chart and just double click and it'll go away. If you want it back up, double click again. Oops. Double click and it'll come back up. So that's what you want to have. That's like a little shortcut with that. But we're gonna get rid of that. And that's all of that. And now down here, guys, here's a shortcut. If you guys are like, when you look at keyboard shortcuts, you click this, and it just shows you like some keyboard shortcuts that I spoke about. One thing I didn't speak about, which I'm gonna give you guys real quick. What was it? Oh, this data range. Like, if you don't want to click that to do all this, what you can do, you can hit Shift, and then like click the mouse at the same time, and it just like does it for you. And it doesn't matter where you're at. Like, and it just show you how much like that range would be. Like this whole thing with 191 bars, 191 candles. It took 11 days, 23 hours. From here to this point was 93 pips. So that just like shows what that's about. And that's pretty much it, guys. That wraps up the updates on Tradingview. I mean, I hope you guys, watch this video, take stride into this video, and really just like use it and make it beneficial, guys. Like, this is a business. You don't want to treat it like it's not a business, like it's a hobby. If you treat it like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, I guarantee it will treat you like a business. It will pay you like a business. So again, guys, this is the Tradingview video wrapping up, and enjoy the rest of your day.